Now friends, we will discuss about cardiac arrest. Cardiac arrest describes the sudden and complete loss of cardiac output due to asystole, ventricular tachycardia or fibrillation, or loss of mechanical cardiac contraction, pulseless electrical activity. The clinical diagnosis is based on the victim being unconscious and pulseless. Breathing may take some time to stop completely after cardiac arrest. Death is virtually inevitable unless effective treatment is given promptly. Sudden cardiac death is usually caused by a catastrophic arrhythmia and occurs for 25 to 30% of deaths from cardiovascular disease, claiming an estimated 70,000 to 90,000 lives each year in the UK. Many of these deaths are potentially preventable. Now, the pathogenesis. Coronary artery disease is the most common cause of cardiac arrest. Ventricular fibrillation or ventricular tachycardia is common in the first few hours of MI, and many victims die before medical help is sought. Up to one-third of people developing MI die before reaching hospital, emphasizing the importance of educating the public to recognize symptoms and to seek medical help quickly. Acute myocardial ischemia in the absence of infarction can also cause these arrhythmias, but less commonly. Patients with a history of previous MI are at increased risk of sudden arrhythmic death, especially if there is extensive left ventricular scarring and impairment, or if there is ongoing myocardial ischemia. Cardiac arrest may be caused by ventricular fibrillation, pulseless ventricular tachycardia, asystole, or pulseless electrical activity. This can complicate many types of heart disease, including cardiomyopathies, and sometimes can occur in the absence of recognized structural abnormalities. Sudden death less often occurs because of an acute mechanical catastrophe such as cardiac rupture or aortic dissection. This is the ECG of a ventricular fibrillation, a bizarre chaotic rhythm initiated in this case by two ventricular ectobeats in rapid succession. Now, the causes of sudden arrhythmic death. The causes are coronary artery disease, structural heart disease, and non-structural heart disease. Among the causes of coronary artery disease, it is 85% case. The causes are myocardial ischemia, acute myocardial infarction, prior myocardial infarction with myocardial scarring. Structural heart disease, it comprises 10%, that is aortic stenosis, hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, dilated cardiomyopathy, arrhythmogenic right ventricular dysplasia, congenital heart disease. And non-structural heart disease comprises 5%, includes long QT syndrome, Brugada syndrome, or Parkinson-White syndrome. Adverse drug reactions causes torsades de pointes, severe electrolyte abnormalities. Now, the clinical assessment and management. Basic life support. When a patient with suspected cardiac arrest is encountered, the ABCDE approach to management should be followed. This involves prompt assessment and restoration of the airway, maintenance of ventilation using rescue breathing, mouth-to-mouth breathing, and maintenance of the circulation using chest compressions. Disability in resuscitated patients refers to assessment of neurological status, and exposure entails removal of clothes to enable defibrillation, auscultation of the chest, and assessment for a rash caused by anaphylaxis, for injuries, and so on. The term basic life support BLS encompasses maneuvers that aim to maintain a low level of circulation until more definitive treatment with advanced life support can be given. Chest compression only, hands only, cardiopulmonary resuscitation is easier for members of the public to learn and administer, and is now advocated in public education campaigns. This is the algorithm of basic life support. In hospital resuscitation, collapsed or sick patient, shout for help and assess patient. Signs of life. If yes, then the following. If no, then the following. If yes, assess A, B, C, D, E, recognizes and treat oxygen monitoring, and IV access. Then call resuscitation team if appropriate. Hand over to resuscitation team. If signs of life is no, then call resuscitation team. CPR 30:2 with oxygen and airway adjuncts. Apply pads, monitor, attempt defibrillation if appropriate. Advanced life support when resuscitation team arrives. This is the algorithm for adult basic life support. Now, advanced life support. Advanced life support or ALS aims to restore normal cardiac rhythm by defibrillation when the cause of cardiac arrest is a tachyarrhythmia, or to restore cardiac output by correcting other reversible causes of cardiac arrest. The initial priority is to assess the patient's cardiac rhythm by attaching a defibrillator or monitor. Once that this has been done, treatment should be instituted based on the clinical findings. Ventricular fibrillation or pulseless ventricular tachycardia should be treated with immediate defibrillation. Defibrillation is more likely to be effective if a biphasic shock defibrillator is used, where the polarity of the shock is reversed midway through its delivery. Defibrillation is usually administered using a 150 joule biphasic shock, and CPR resumed immediately for 2 minutes without attempting to confirm restoration of a pulse, because restoration of mechanical cardiac output rarely occurs immediately after successful defibrillation. If after 2 minutes a pulse is not restored, a further biphasic shock of 150 to 200 joules should be given. Thereafter, additional biphasic shocks of 150 to 200 joules are given every 2 minutes after each cycle of CPR. During resuscitation, adrenaline epinephrine 1 mg IV should be given every 3 to 5 minutes, and consideration given to the use intravenous amiodarone, especially if ventricular fibrillation or ventricular tachycardia reinitiates after successful defibrillation. Ventricular fibrillation is of low amplitude or fine ventricular fibrillation may mimic asystole. If asystole cannot be confidently diagnosed, the patient should be treated for ventricular fibrillation and defibrillated. If an electrical rhythm is observed that would be expected to produce a cardiac output, pulseless electrical activity is present. Pulseless electrical activity should be treated by continuing CPR and adrenaline epinephrine administration while seeking such causes. Asystole should be treated similarly with the additional support of atropine and sometimes external or transverse pacing in an attempt to generate an electrical rhythm. There are many potentially reversible causes of cardiac arrest. The main ones can be easily remembered as a list of 4 H's and 4 T's. Now, the chain of survival. This term refers to the sequence of events that is necessary to maximize the chances of a cardiac arrest victim surviving. Survival is most likely if all links in the chain are strong. That is, if the arrest is witnessed, help is called immediately, basic life support is administered by a trained individual, the emergency medical services respond promptly, and defibrillation is achieved within a few minutes. Good training in both basic and advanced life support is essential and should be maintained by regular refresher courses. In recent years, public access defibrillation has been introduced in places of high population density, particularly where traffic congestion may impair the response of emergency services, such as railway stations, airports, and sports stadiums. Designated individuals can respond to a cardiac arrest using BLS and an automated external defibrillator. Now, the survivors of cardiac arrest. Patients who survive a cardiac arrest caused by acute MI need no specific treatment beyond that given to those recovering from an uncomplicated infarct, since their prognosis is similar. Those with reversible causes such as exercise-induced ischemia or aortic stenosis should have the underlying cause treated if possible. Survivors of ventricular tachycardia or ventricular fibrillation arrest in whom no reversible cause can be identified may be at risk of another episode and should be considered for an implantable cardiac defibrillator and antiarrhythmic drug therapy. In this patient, the risk is reduced by treatment of heart failure with beta adrenoceptor antagonist, that is beta blocker, and angiotensin converting enzyme inhibitors, and by coronary revascularization. It is the algorithm of advanced life support. One advanced life support unresponsive and not breathing normally patient call resuscitation team and initiation of CPR 30:2, attach defibrillator or monitor, minimize interruptions, assess rhythm. If shockable, that is VF or pulses VT, then its management is one. If non-shockable, pulseless electrical activity or asystole. If shockable, that is ventricular fibrillation or pulseless ventricular tachycardia, one shock, minimize interruptions. Immediately resume CPR for 2 minutes. Minimize interruptions. And for non-shockable, there is pulseless electrical activity or asystole. Immediately resume CPR for 2 minutes. Minimize interruptions. And return of spontaneous circulation. Immediate post-cardiac arrest treatment. Immediate post-cardiac arrest treatment. Use ABCDE approach. Aim for arterial oxygen saturation of 94 to 98%. Aim for normal partial pressure of arterial carbon dioxide. 12 lead ECG. Treat precipitating cause. Targeted temperature management. During CPR, ensure high quality chest compressions. Minimize interruptions to compressions. Give oxygen. We use waveform capnography. Perform continuous compressions when advanced airway is in place. Gain vascular access, intravenous or interosseous. Give adrenaline epinephrine every 3 to 5 minutes. Give amiodarone after 3 shocks. Then treat reversible causes, that is 4H, that is hypoxia, hypovolemia, hypo or hyperkalemia, metabolic, hypothermia or hyperthermia. 4T, thrombosis, coronary or pulmonary thrombosis, tension pneumothorax, tamponade, that is cardiac tamponade, and toxins. Consider ultrasound imaging, mechanical chest compressions to facilitate transfer or treatment, coronary angiography, and percutaneous coronary intervention, extracorporeal CPR. This is the chain of survival in cardiac arrest. Early access to catheter, early CPR to buy time, early defibrillation to restart heart, early advanced life support to stabilize. Thank you, friends.